Please welcome to the stage founder and editor-in-chief of TheWrap, Sharon Waxman.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so happy to see you all here. Welcome to the Power Women Summit. We are here in person for the first time in 3 years. Welcome. So I'm here just to tell you that we had to bring the Power Women Summit back in person this year. We know we need it. We need to be together, and there's power in numbers, and there's comfort in being together. And in this room, there is, in this gathering, a resolve to get to a better status quo for women and underrepresented people in this country and around the world. Because I can't really look you guys in the eye and tell you that things are fine. Things are not fine. Things are not fine for women whose rights took a giant leap backward this year. Things are not fine for the LGBTQ community that continues to suffer unspeakable violence. Things are not fine for people of color who still live the trauma of George Floyd and others. Things aren't fine for the brave survivors of sexual assault who've dared to speak out and still need healing. No. I want to salute the many survivors of sexual assaults who have come to this summit from the first time we've done this and who are here again this year as our honored guests. We salute you for your bravery. We're good. Those of you, who I'm sure you all meet each other, we're going to put together a survivor circle that we added to the schedule. But we are here in the crucible of change, and therefore the forces that like things the way they were, they are pushing back hard. But we're not going to panic, and we're not giving in. I don't know that any of us 1 year ago knew that Roe v. Wade would be consigned to history within months. And now sometimes we watch in amazement as the laws that are getting passed actually seem to exist to punish women. And sometimes we may feel like we're living in The Handmaid's Tale. That brings me to this event and all of you, the women of entertainment and media. You're the people who have unequaled influence in our world because you write the stories. You put the stories on screen. You seek out the facts. You greenlight the projects. You do the deals. And in this season of awards, the voices of women and others who previously were pushed to the margins, they're being heard. The Woman King, the true story of Africa's Agoji warriors that Viola Davis and Gina Prince Bythewood turned into an action movie, is a movie unlike Hollywood has seen before. Or She Said, a brave greenlight decision, honestly, by Universal Pictures, tells the story of the journalists who exposed the crimes of Harvey Weinstein. Or Women Talking, Sarah Polley's beautiful meditation on women, true story, who were raised and trained to be submissive and finally pushed back against the violence in their midst. These stories, being able to tell these stories, is progress. And we have some other evidence of progress. The latest study by the Annenberg Inclusion Initiative, run by our friend Stacy Smith, finds there is progress in Hollywood, that women behind the camera stay steady for the past several years at about a 12% ratio for top grossing movies. Not saying that's enough, it's not enough, but it's double digits. And then when we look at streaming movies, women have much higher representation. So for example, Amazon in 2020 and 2021 had women accounting for 37.5% of their directors, and 32% came from underrepresented groups. Disney Plus had 29% female directors and 29% directors of color. HBO Max on their streaming platform had 19.5% female directors and 32% for underrepresented groups. At Netflix, female directors directed 18% of their slate, and 26% came from underrepresented groups. So we're going to talk about all of these things today, and we're going to continue to work on these things and push the industry to improve these numbers. There are super exciting things in store for us today. Tuso Mbedu is our keynote. We'll be hearing from her shortly. And I'll be interviewing Claire Foy this morning as well. There may be some surprises ahead, so not going to say what. Could be a surprise coming, along with our breakout sessions and our Changemaker panel this afternoon. So it's going to be a really cool day. I would really like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Without you, we could not do this event. So thank you to Johnny Walker, Lionsgate, Loeb & Loeb, NBC Universal, NBCU's Global Talent Development and Inclusion, Paramount, Warner Brothers Discovery, Disney, Adobe, South Coast Plaza, WME, Sony Pictures, BET Studios, CHER, CAA, MRC, UTA, and Hello Sunshine. Thank you to our sponsors. Also, thank you to our many community partners and our friends across the industry who support the work of planning this event. It really does take a village, to quote Hillary Clinton, who spoke on our virtual day yesterday. Thank you to our incredible staff who've been working for months to put this program together. And finally, to all the people in this room, this summit is for you. Take what you need. Find your people. This is your safe space as together we build a better entertainment industry. Onward to the summit.